Michigan. I'm Bob Noxious, sitting alongside Shiv. Shiv, good morning.
Good morning. You excited to get this day rolling?
Yeah, absolutely. This matchup is going to be between the Motor City Disassembly Line and the Team UP All Stars. This is the secondary bracket. Both teams lost their initial games yesterday, and we're off and started.
And there we go with our first whistle of game number one. We are thrilled to be here. At least I'm just not closing like someone is, opening and closed.
And Blitz Bits is going to be your lead jammer for Team UP. In the meantime, we've got number 313 D-Town Diva trying to work herself through on her initial pass. And pack rolling along the back stretch. We've got Blitz Bits, who's through on her first 4 points. In the meantime, D-Town Diva is still trying to fight her way through the pack right now, up against the 3-wall, anchored by Pepper. And Blitz Bits, plenty of room on the inside, is going to put up another 4 points. D-Town Diva going to get knocked to the outside of the track, working with the helmet cover stash. And with that, they're going to call off the jam. We're looking at it 12-0. Oh, sorry. Well, that was interesting. All right, so that's
Scoreboard difficulties.
Yeah. MCDL up 4-0 over Team UP, at least we think. Or no, Team UP. We'll let the scoreboard settle in and then we'll figure it out.
There's the official timeout for that. Have them figure that out.
Oh, like points are so important.
Only sometimes. We can take this time to run through our rosters for today. On Motor City Disassembly Line, we have 0550 Dirty Mittens, 1031 Mayhem Megs, 1202 Nixter, 144 Pettit, 19 Stevie Y Iota, 227 Rage, 313 D-Town Diva, 314 Goldberg, 375 Biscuits and Crazy, 414 Traumagachi, 42 Rosie the Pivoter, 808 Bleep, 843 Spider BB, 929 Robin of Knoxley, 95 Kanye, and 999 Payne Gretzky.
For the Team UP All-Stars, we have number 085. That's going to be Ripper. Number 10 is Pippi Strong Womping. Number 1020 is Durabelle. 112 is Luna. 13 is Starbucks. 14 is Jones. 187 is Jeffrey Dominator. 209 Blitz Bits. 231 Aurora. 3 Glory Sparks. 731 King Kong. 36 is Count Smacula. 76 is Nordic Knockout. 81 is Whip Her Willa. And 86 is Simply Pepper.
Yeah, and thank you to our officials today. We have officiating this game Bert Hurt, Crash B, Mr. Bruise Guy, 2 Scott, Nomi, G Innes, Turn 2, Bobbin, Tina, Mosref, BB Boom, Daddy Pants, Kick Rocks, Johnny Demonic, Philip Strong, and Cornholio.
It's about time somebody grabbed the name Cornholio.
I know. I am the great Cornholio.
I'm impressed. You know your 80s stuff.
Is that the 80s?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how I know that. All right. So the scoreboard's been figured out. It was a 12-4 run for the Team UP, and that would be the score. We're on to our second jam.
They're lining up. It looks like they are actually. Team UP is going to be starting on a power jam here with MCDL jammer Robin starting in the box. Robin of Knoxley.
Well, I guess let's talk about the tournament a little bit. This is, of course, Mitten Kittens Mashup number 10. We are at the Lansing Center in beautiful downtown Lansing, and this is a tournament that is single elimination. This isn't played simply for rankings. We crown a champion at the end of this. We are into the secondary bracket. Both of these teams had lost their initial game yesterday.
Please pause. Do they think our EMTs for being in the house today?
We're going to see quite a few games today from every division and also from our state teams that we have visiting.
Yeah, that's right. We have a Division One. We have a Division One category with Division Two, and we have state teams. We've got 5 state teams that are participating.
In the house already, so
And then I believe we'll also see a WFTDA ranked game today from our Grand Raggedy All-Stars versus the Madison Dairy Dolls.
I'm gonna need somebody to let me know when the bar is.
Yes, the good old Dairyland Dolls from Madison, Wisconsin.
Settle that back down just a little bit. Is it jittery in here? Is it
And still having conversation out on the track.
you come
At this point, I think they're like, yeah, they got 4 players, they got 5 players. That's probably enough to start.
We're still figuring out the scoreboard here by the looks of it. So I think that's where our pause is coming from. First game of the day. Best we shake out all the technical difficulties now.
That's right. Not everybody's had their coffee yet.
All right, the score has been updated. There's Team UP at 12. MCDL was held at naught.
All right, so we're ready to roll. Yeah, you're going to see MCDL is going to take the pivot line. We've got Team UP back by the jammer line. Be interesting to see how they attack this. I think they're going to run.
Yep, it's looking like it, starting up front like that.
There we go. We are now back at
They're
it.
sitting.
and that would be live action.
There's some strong offense there, but they managed to absorb that jammer. And that pivot's going to go to the box for a back block.
And Kim Kong's fighting to get through that final 3 wall. Is able to do that. Yeah, it looked like the initial they were going to run, then they decided to try to go for the pack split. Left Kim Kong out there on her own. Kim Kong fighting right now through a 3 wall, trying to get around the outside of the track. She's going to do that. That's going to be the full 4 points.
We've definitely seen some hard-hitting jammers. Great offense there from number 19, Stevie Y.I. Otta.
We've got Robin and Moxley.
Robin is through on her initial and looking to get some points in this jam.
We got quite a scrap going on in the back stretch. Both sets of blockers fighting each other. Kim Kong going to get through, and she's going to pull 4 more points. Team UP is up 20-0. That was an 8-0 run. And we are only 2.5 minutes into this game.
All right, and then jam is on. It looks like we have Martha Goldberg jamming and picking up a quick lead there. But the Team UP jammer is out right behind her.
That's right. That's going to be Starbucks, something we could all use right about now. We've got. There we go.
Martha hits a quick call off, but not before picking up a point.
Going to take one and preserve it.
8 under 17 minutes to go. We're off to a quick start. 20-2. Not 22-2, 20-2 to start.
What about 2-2?
We've definitely seen games that go point for point, so every point counts out here.
For Fantasy Fest.
Stevie Y.I. Otta anchoring that front wall for MCDL. And we're going to look like this will be Blitz Bits one more time.
That jammer working to follow that offense. Stevie Wyotta staying on him.
That is solid work right there. Talk about terrific teamwork.
I know. 227 Rage hitting them out. While the MCDL jammer also takes a hit to the end, but not before that pivot is picking up a penalty.
All right. Honor toe stops Blitz Bits is going to get around the get around the MCDL blockers in the first turn, off and running.
Tramagati comes in, makes contact.
Trauma following that offense right through. And great awareness switching from offense to defense is Mayhem Megs.
Off just as Tramagati gets within 10 feet of the pack. Great awareness on the track.
And TBP going to run 4 points up against MCDL's 2. Score is now 24-2, 25 minutes remaining in the first half. And we can see out there that 3-wall of the Team UP. Luna out there. Luna had quite the workout yesterday. Does a nice job of anchoring that front wall.
Both these walls are looking ready to go. Seeing Robin of Knoxley jamming for MCDL.
And there you go. Robin's going to get through. She's going to be your lead jammer. Not far behind, however, is going to be number 731, Kim Kong. Fastest start we've seen so far, but Kim Kong is going to end up out.
And it looks like Kim Kong might have picked up a double penalty there, actually.
Yep, that's what the signal seems to indicate.
No pack is called.
And no pack's called. Robin can run right through. He's going back around.
And a big
And he's
jam
going
for the
nuts.
MCDL, and it comes at a time when they really needed some points. And Robin going to go up the middle there. Now the cavalry's coming. They're gonna run interference on the inside. Open up the inside, and there you
Great
have it.
offensive sweep right there from our Motor City disassembly line.
That was awesome. Yes, very well done.
Power jam for Detroit, much needed power jam.
Robin signaling to her blockers. They're going to run interference. And she's going to say, you know what? Maybe I'll get one more here. She's going
Quick
to call off the
but
jam.
giving them a lot of time for another power start here. They can hopefully pick up lead and get a good run of points in there.
Looking to see if they can keep that tempo and swinging in the direction.
That was a 10-point jam for Motor City disassembly line.
Yep, they're going to close it to within 14 points.
5 seconds is called.
And it's kind of an interesting flip of strategy here is that each team taking on the other team's initial strategy. And number 314 is out there. That is going to be Goldberg. And
Really pushing against that wall to drive out the pack
Yeah.
and get a no pack call.
Yep, that's what they're looking for. They're finally going to get it, not before Goldberg has to expend a little bit of energy.
Offensive sweep there, but it looks like it was a high block, I believe.
Oh, MCDL, that was beautiful. That was number 19, Stevie Waiata, with a nice pick, a nice seal block to the outside of the track, leaving the inside open.
And we see
For her jammer.
Goldberg picked up all 4 of her points and then got a quick call off there.
Knowing where the other jammer is, and I'm gonna get my 4
They are definitely chipping away at that score gap, and it's only 16 MCDL to 24 Team UP right now.
And if math serves me correct, that would be 8 points.
Yeah, and
Starbuck back there, number 13 for Team UP.
And there we go. Here's got number 3 is going to be through. That's Glory Sparks for Team UP. For MCDL, that's number 414. That's just gotten through Tramagati.
just half a track behind and coming up quick.
And there you see UP going to take the little bit they can get, call off the jam.
Team UP with a 2-point jam there. Got a quick call off before Tramagati can make it back to the pack.
That was one call too early. I shot, I'm going to cancel what I was going to say.
I need you to call the jam that's playing, not the jam that's coming.
Of course, we are in day number 2 of 3-day tournament. We'll be running tonight till about 9 o'clock, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day here for skaters and officials alike, I'm sure, but totally worth it.
Yeah, give me some credit for sitting for that day. Probably be stiff. I'll have to walk it off.
Have to stretch, go visit PT over at the
Yeah.
massage therapy table.
All right, it looks like we got a team timeout.
On behalf of Motor City Disassembly Line calling that timeout.
And they're asking for an official review.
Yes, they are.
Wouldn't see it with your beard.
What are you talking about? I'm wearing a bow tie right now.
Just steal that from late night Lyle. He's always looking good.
All right. Referees gather in the middle. MCDL with
Carrot reading.
asking for an official review, using their official review. We'll get you more information as we have it. In the meantime, I have to say, Lansing, really a neat city. Really, really enjoying it here. Beautiful at night, capital of Michigan. The thing about Lansing is you got like that main street like so many capitals do, where it's just all business, 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 local business, and then you're up to the Capitol building at the end of the road.
And we are at the Lansing Center here today, so right down the road from the Capitol.
So, is it legal for the coach to go out there and high five his players during an official review?
Why not?
As long as they're not on skates and impeding anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll use some high fives here and there.
All right, we're ready to roll one more time. Once again, Team UP up 26-16 over the MCDL.
Both jammers really working that back wall, with each wall sitting really tight on each other.
Yeah, Luna doing a nice job of anchoring that 3-wall up front.
See Robin of Knoxley jamming for Motor City Disassembly Line.
Oh, and that's a nice block right there. Number 19, Stevie Iota is going to spring. Robin.
We're seeing some jammer on jammer action out there. 13, Starbuck managing to sneak right past Robin of Knoxley, but Robin of Knoxley still has lead.
Interesting to see if they're going to let her go or call it off. No, they're going to let it go. And
Starbuck getting hit out there by Mayhem Megs.
Ran out of room on the outside, so MCDL is going to get what they wanted out of this. That's going to be 4 points.
3 points for Motor City Disassembly Line, 2 points for Team UP on that jam.
Yeah, number 8 was great. That was fabulous. Little jammer on jammer action. We'll get everything. Let's see what we got going on here for Jam 9. Looks like Goldberg's out there for Detroit. It's hard to see the paper.
And I believe that's 209. That's Blitz Bits for UP.
All right, and we're rolling one more time. Bit splits back out there for Team UP.
Payne Gretzky really sitting on that Team UP jammer.
Absolutely. I believe that's going to be Goldberg out there for MCDL.
And we have our Team UP jammer Blitz Bits picking up lead.
Goldberg going to get through the pack. Look at that. There's a nice clear inside lane. Nice blocking by Team UP on the backstretch.
Yeah, that was a beautiful offensive sweep. All of their players just picking off an
And out.
MCDLer.
All right.
Martha gets a quick 4 scoring pass, and Blitz Bits calls it, picking up another 4, making it an 8-4 jam.
Score is 23-36 with just under 19 minutes left to play.
We've seen some really strong blocking here from number 19, Stevie Iota from Motor City Disassembly Line.
Stevie Iota. All right, both teams going to place their blockers right up close to the jammer line. Not going to give much room to breathe. That's exactly how it's working out, at least for Team
Iota
UP.
getting that run back.
A little bit of contact.
All right.
A hard hit there from the Team UP jammer, 7-3-1.
Kim Kong. That's Tramagachi. Tramagachi, she takes quite a nice hit from, I believe that was Luna. I was going to dump her to the inside, still struggling to try to get through that pack.
Trauma's small, but she is pushing those walls up there. Really making them work.
And Kim Kong right in to the blockers of the MCDL. And going to find a, yeah, I was going to say, find some room on the outside to the penalty box.
King Kong is headed to the box. Tramagachi up front, pushing hard.
Power game sponsored by Duke.
Bench
There we go.
communicating there
There
that
we
they
go.
are on a power and looking to get Trauma some help out of this pack.
All right, MCDL going to come in. They're going to sweep. And Tramagachi
Tight and keeping Tramagachi
get knocked to
off.
the inside.
Power jam kill going on right here by Team
Right now, we can't even see Tramagachi. So many blockers around her.
And this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes as Kim Kong had lead, but then that trip to the penalty box will have forfeited that lead jammer status.
Kim Kong going face to face with a couple
So MCDL busy on working all the blockers, but not working to get their jammer free.
Looks like Tramagachi has the star off and is looking for a pass, but not before that jam gets called.
And I'm guessing Tramagachi says, don't put me back in this next jam, please.
2 minutes of feverish gameplay there. 44 to Team UP, 23 Motor City Disassembly line. 16 and a half minutes left.
We're looking at 23 Motor City Disassembly line, 244 Team UP.
White.
I'm going to just say glorious fight. I'm going to throw that out.
Yeah, that's a guess.
But yeah, because last time I was wrong, and I see a three.
Jam is on. They are both working those walls. It looks like, though, the Motor City Disassembly line jammer, Robin of Knoxley, is taking a trip to the penalty box, giving Team UP a power jam.
Robin of Knoxley lost.
And that's going to be number 3 out there for Team UP. That is Glory Sparks.
Looks like Motor City Disassembly line's doing quite a good job using that offense against them, so they're now going to try to push out the pack instead.
Yeah, both teams really playing a very heavy defensive stance, not doing a lot of offensive blocking.
Robin of Knoxley now on her way out of the box,
Payne Gretzky is going to find her way in.
and Glory Sparks has lead.
We got two in the box for Detroit, so Team UP can pad their stats right here. Get a little bit of a lead.
That's going to be another 4 points for Glory Sparks.
And another trip to the box for Robin of Knoxley.
MCDL was closing this game up. A couple of penalties are going to hurt them here.
And with only 2 blockers out there on a power jam, but Ginger Danger, 808 for Motor City Disassembly line, has them locked down.
Yeah, Bleep doing a nice job. I think that's pretty much a clinic in how to do it one-on-one. All right, we got Team UP. They were on an 8-0 run. It is 52 Team UP, 23 MCDL, which is the Motor City Disassembly line from Detroit.
4-on-3 pack advantage for UP. Still a power start as Robin of Knoxley is locked up at
All right.
13.
We got a power start for the Team UP. That's going to be number 13 out there. That's Starbuck.
Oh, with a little skip on that
Yes,
apex.
absolutely.
Picking up a lead.
Little nifty and nimble footwork.
Robin and Knoxley fighting out of that box, though, and running out of the pack.
Yeah, Pepper harassing her
We've
into the second turn.
definitely seen a lot of success from Robin of Knoxley out there jamming, but we have also seen a few penalties.
And that's going to be the end of that jam. That gets called. It's going to be another 4 points. All right. Team UP up by 33 points. Obviously, that can close in a hurry.
Absolutely.
Doing a great job, great job. Crack to the hot edge.
Jam is on. I'm seeing Martha Goldberg jamming for
So many
Motor City Disassembly line, and 2:09 Blitz Bits jamming for Team UP.
Blitzbitz is going to be through. She's going to be the lead jammer. We see Goldberg in the wake.
Is out. Blitz bits.
Pack's going to run this time. Going to try to make it harder by matching the speed for Blitzbitz to put some points up. And she's just going to get past Payne Gretzky, and then she's going to call off the jam. And that's going to be, it looks like 3 points for 59-23 lead, 12:23 remaining in the first period.
We see Motor City Disassembly Line calling for a timeout. Looking for a regroup. There's only 12 minutes left in this first half.
And they're obviously still well within striking distance.
Oh, absolutely. The score right now we're looking at is 23 Motor City Disassembly Line to 59 Team UP.
Again, we're going to give a shout out to all our MSOs, non-skating officials and skating officials. Without them, we all know this wouldn't be able to
I
happen.
hear our house announcers giving a huge shout out to our officials, both skating and non-skating alike. Couldn't agree more. Without them, we don't get to play this lovely sport. So thank you to all the officials.
And as you can imagine, everywhere that tournaments are being held, the officials are getting a workout this weekend.
Safety is the key. Track number 2, I see Lansing going against your younger
We're fixing a little tape. We throw out a shout out to our sponsor, 3M.
27.
I think they've got, is that 20-minute games going on over there? I'm not sure. Game going quick over there.
Team UP has been big on taking that front of the pack recently. Trauma Gachi sneaking through on a toe stop spin.
Do you think she wanted to get through that back this time?
She was ready.
Yeah. Nice move. She's going to slip into turn 4. And Yamagachi's going to call it off. She may have given up a point or two. No. Goose eggs all the way around.
Sometimes a 0-0 jam is better than giving the other team points, though. So I'd say that was a smart call off there.
Absolutely.
Here we are, pulling up jam number 15, shade over 11 minutes to go.
Bleep in front of that jammer again. They've had great point defense and with an offense hit right there to get Robin of Knoxley out of the pack.
Gloria Sparks out there right now for Team UP. She's going to find a nice crease on the inside, but Bleep is having none of that. Pretty much a pancake block. And that's going to be 4-0 run in favor of Team UP.
Bleep is going to go to the box for that little trip over the over the Team UP
Well,
jammer.
like I said, it was a pancake block.
So we got 2 in the box in Detroit, so
Detroit with 2 in the box at the moment. Number 19, the one blocker, Stevie Iwaiata, standing and ready to come back out.
Goldberg running right through, getting lead jammer.
Boy, she squirts through there like somebody stamped on a packet of ketchup.
And 13 Starbuck for Team UP, coming up quickly right behind Goldberg. This is a quick moving pack.
And Goldberg obviously looking around, trying to figure out how much she should take, how much she should call off. And I think she's going to get a back block.
Yep, that's giving Starbuck a power jam.
Giving a power jam. We're going to run the 2 full minutes. Put your seatbelts on.
And we have over a minute left, a minute 15 left in this jam, which doesn't sound like a long time, but when you are out there, it can be grueling.
And that's going to be a nice spin move by Starbuck. Another nice move against Bleep.
It was really great edge work there from Starbuck. This wall is definitely getting ready for that offense and trying to suck behind it. It's a strong wall there between Rage, Bleep, and Stevie Wyata.
Yeah.
Mayhem Megs all out there blocking for Motor City Disassembly Line.
Not a lot of offensive sweeping or anything like that from the UP, especially on this particular run.
Stevie Wyata, now Bleep, both holding the jammer on their own for a little bit there, while Goldberg is running out of the box.
Oh, Goldberg, they were trying to make a crease for her on the inside. She and her blocker collide, steps over the top of it.
Starbuck went to call it, but forgot that they don't have lead jammer status in this jam.
That's right. This one's the full ride, and that full ride is down to just a few seconds.
Not looking like a 4 to 12 jam in favor of Team UP.
Scored 12 over MCDL score, 8:20 left on the clock in this first half.
I definitely don't envy them having to play at 9 a.m.
Yeah, first game of the day. Imagine you got to get up about 6, 7 in the morning. Have a little breakfast,
Stretch,
coffee,
warm up.
water. All right, and we have official review again. This is going to be for Team UP this time.
And 8 minutes left in the first half.
And actually, they may be questioning why they had to play at 9 in the morning. You know, if you're going to blame somebody, blame the officials.
Never blame the officials.
No, but that's what it's not. That's part of the job, right? Got to have a thick skin.
My name is Handle Barbarian, and I'm mainly affiliated with Detroit Roller Derby.
Look up.
Oh.
Just trying to get you in the shot, that's all. You know, if you're on this track, you're going to have like 20 pictures of yourself, and when you're sitting behind a microphone, you're lucky you get that one shot. And there it was. And you had your nose in the program.
I know. I know.
And you didn't have Meatball, your dog, here. That would have been a nice picture. We got a cute picture of Meatball yesterday.
Yup. He might make an appearance later today. I think we can talk to AK about getting him as a qualified registered mitten kitten.
There you go. I don't know. You're going to bring a dog to a cat event. That could be a problem.
He's mostly cat at this point.
Very docile, that's for sure.
Injury, an additional penalty to be called on 929. That, however, has been served. They will lose their official review on this one.
Thank you, Daddy Pants, for the
All right.
and all our skating officials.
And it doesn't look like Team UP is going to retain their official review.
209, that's going to be Blitz Bits. Quickly through the pack. Lead jammer for Team UP.
Good work by Team UP there.
And Tramagachi getting a workout again. Nice, there we go. Nice job. Going to lay a shoulder into the front blocker. And
Blitz Bits coming up on her. We're going to see some jammer on jammer action.
Oh.
Blitz Bits takes herself out, and Tramagachi's able to get right back up and run.
And she's gonna pile up. She's gonna get a penalty besides. So she's gonna sit down and think about it for 30 seconds.
With 1:20 left in this jam, there is again no lead jammer.
And once again, MCDL not really trying to run a lot of offensive blocking here. Tramagachi's been on her own for a better part of her jams.
This pack is rolling right now, but that's going to allow Trauma just enough room to sneak by on that inside line.
Minutes to go. Jam number 17, beating up well.
That's going to be 4 points for MCDL. As you can see, it's going to be Blitz Bits coming off the bench, or coming out of the penalty box. That's what I'm trying to say.
With a quick 4 points, as that was a scoring pass for Blitz Bits.
Down right there on the inside of turn 4. Let's see what the official call. I believe it's another 4-on penalty.
And Bits, one more time, going to find a crease on the outside
Down by 1. Meanwhile, up by 4.
around the pack. Yamagachi, in the meantime, though, on the toe stops, looked like she was going to get through on the inside. She gets run out, going to have to recycle. And Blitz Bits
Pettit working to slow down that jammer.
taken to task by Pettit. but she's going to win that battle.
We look for serving a penalty and then coming back out and having our biggest jam of the morning.
There you go.
And that was the full 4 for Trauma there, and 3 for Blitz Bits, making that 8 to 19 point jam for Team UP, which might be our biggest point jam we've seen yet this morning.
Yep. All right, we're in the first period. We've got just under 6 minutes remaining.
It looks like Blitz Bits picked up a penalty at the end of that last jam and is going to allow Motor City Disassembly Line to start on a power. See Robin of Knoxley on the jam line. And this is an official timeout. Wondering if they're debating that penalty on Blitz Bits.
So confused so early. Hopefully Detroit can help us with Jammer here on this start.
Coach walks out.
No, you stand
Gets
here.
gets a hold of Rosie the Pitver and says, "Yeah, I'm going to reposition you to right here." Okay, you can go back now.
Have you thought about standing here instead?
Yeah. All right, both teams lined up at the pivot line at the moment.
Lost a little bit of strategy trying to get laid down before we get started. I believe we've got an official timeout being underway right now.
Looks like the officials are getting back in position, get this jam underway. And there's our whistle, calling that off.
Ready to get going again.
I thought that was on the other track. Now you got me listening to both tracks. I don't know what's going on. The bar open?
No. I've had so much caffeine I can taste colors right now.
Team UP rolling away, not going to let that offense hit them.
Trying to find some move around the outside. Keeping the skate.
And Robin and Knoxley going to get through, going to be lead jammer. Of course, she's the only jammer on the track at the moment. The pack going to stop into turn 2. And Robin going to come up, kind of looking for his, I don't know. I keep thinking I'm looking for a sweep there, but it doesn't come.
I know. It did look like she was communicating with those blockers, passing along some hand signals to them. And that jammer blocker communication in power jams is crucial to know what your jammer wants.
There we go.
Stevie
There we
Waiata
go.
with
Yep.
a big offensive hit.
That was nice. Comes in, opens up the inside lane of turn 4. And Robin and Knoxley going to find herself a nice crease. There haven't been a lot of those open today.
Blitz Bits on her way back to the track, but it looks like those Motor City Disassembly Line blockers are ready. Robin of Knoxley picks up a forearm penalty on her way out of the pack there. With only 40 seconds left in this jam.
Another whistle being called on the inside. We'll have to see how it happens.
Motor City Disassembly Line doing a great job locking down that Team UP jammer.
Yeah, Rosie the Pivoter Rage, number 1031. Ma'am Meggs.
Rage doing a great job staying in front of Blitz.
And they're going to hold her off as long as they can. That's going to be long enough for them to get their jammer out of the box. A very nice defensive stand.
Looks like Rage picked up a direction penalty there. Robin of Knoxley was out of the box and coming in to hopefully pick up some more points.
Motor City Disassembly Line with a 12-point.
12-point jam for Motor City Disassembly Line, 3 for Team UP. That's
Yep, and importantly, it brings them within 50 points. So very much within striking distance at this point.
Motor City Disassembly Line sitting at 47 and Team UP at 97.
And Team UP is going to take a timeout.
At 3:43 left in the first half.
So what do you think so far? It seems to me a little bit like the blocking hasn't done as much for their jammers as they would like to, or that the jammers would like to.
I think it's early, and everybody's still warming up
All right,
for the day.
that's fair. That's fair.
At least I know I am.
Yeah, it just seems like a lot of opportunity for both teams where they're looking to split the pack. It's not happening, and they are not getting an offensive rush, sweep, or push to get in there and open up the lanes
We have
for their
seen
jammers.
a few very strong walls out there where they've been able to really lock down the jammer,
That's, yes, very
and
much
that's
so.
been incredibly effective. They can just really lean into slowing that roll that we're seeing on the track. I think both teams would see more success.
All right, we're back in business, and that's going to be Goldberg out there for the MCDL. Nice work on the toe stops, but going to get dropped to the inside of the track. In the meantime, Kim Kong going to get through for Team UP. She'll be your lead jammer.
Goldberg at the top of that pack. Motor City disassembly line down to only 2 blockers out on the track right now, which is tough. Kim Kong with a King Kong sized hit, but it's not going to slow Bleep down.
And Goldberg looking for that inside seal. She gets it. Going to clear the pack. Whether she knows it or not, she's got blitz bits right on her backside.
Jammer on jammer action. Kim looking to sneak in front of Goldberg and making a quick call off. Goldberg hitting the floor in style there.
There you go. That was a flying Superman with a knack seat grab. All right, 2:35 remaining. That was an 8-0 run for Team UP, 105-47. This is the Division II secondary bracket. Both these teams had lost yesterday, although every team will get 3 games regardless, win or lose.
Goldberg picked up a penalty on that last scoring pass, allowing Team UP to start on a power. I can hear the communication from the track, which
Yep.
is really nice.
Yeah, Starbucks. They're gonna pry just a little bit of daylight for her on the inside. She's gonna get through that. It's gonna be lead jam for her. She's telling them to go ahead and go.
Mayhem Megs not taking it.
And we see Goldberg come off out of the penalty box.
Stashing that star, but they know.
That's right. See, I think that's why uniforms don't have pockets.
Goldberg really fighting those 2 blockers and is through, getting that star back on her helmet so she can get her points.
And there we go. Pretty uninhibited run there.
Yeah, that was a quick call off there by Kim Kong. Or no, Starbucks, sorry, Starbucks. They both have a 3 and a 1 in their number. Threw me.
I tell you, Tramagachi back up at the line, and I think if one person is really hoping for some blocking, it's Tramagachi. Going to be exhausted at the end of this.
She's definitely had some really nice toe stop work and spins. Love to see more of that. Multiplayer penalty called on Team UP, allowing Tramagachi to grab that lead.
And now, right in her vapor trail.
Jones, we have not seen Jones
We
jam
have
yet
not.
this game. Jones is quick. Tramagachi giving it a call before Jones can grab any points. The Motor City disassembly line team's coming off the track looking pretty happy about it, though. I love watching jammers put on the gas.
Oh, yeah,
chasing
absolutely.
Each other.
The faster, the more fun, no question. Oh, and there's a little blocker appreciation going on on
Yep.
the track.
We are moving
Ripper and
into
Pepper are
motion.
like, oh, I like you. Give me a hug. this particular.
Tractor making a clean sweep of the whole play.
This particular game, Team UP up 117 to 47. This is the secondary bracket.
We all know what
Once again, everybody plays for a championship in their division. This is the Division 2. Both these teams, having lost yesterday, will play this game and then one other this weekend.
well, we should do that every game because that
All right, the pass is going to get rolling. It looks like we've got Goldberg out there for MCDL. And I believe that's going to be Blitz Bits.
No pack getting called. They got to let that jammer go.
that was for Team UP.
That's 209. Blitz Bits picking up lead.
209 Blitz Bits.
And Goldberg is headed to the box for a back block penalty.
A little bit of trouble, so they're going to take 30 seconds to sit
Yeah,
down and think about
Goldberg
what
had a few problems with penalties as she's jammed today.
Penalty
And
issues at this time.
Bits
A lot of people with threes. We all know you get 7.
trapped in turn 3, gets a little help from her blockers, and that's going to be 4 more points.
Jam to start the second period. Coming up to the back of the pack. Let's see what we can do.
Letting that
here.
jammer hit the pack first before they're going in for their
Done right there.
offensive
Bunch of
sweep.
activity,
There we go.
Team UP
And
trying to find a way through.
nicely
They were
done.
able to do so on the inside. Biscuits and crazy
Bits is
left
probably going to
left
pick up a couple of bruises, but through nonetheless.
And Goldberg is on their way out of the box. I'm not sure that Team UP has noticed.
Go.
Oh, they caught on.
Pack getting stretched out as Goldberg comes in way back into turn 3. Action, however, is between the jammer and
There is
Line
some
up front.
strong Motor City disassembly line walls there.
Yeah, Megan Me Crazy.
Doing a great job ignoring that offense.
Bleep able to pull back. Blitz Bits.
All right, Goldberg up against Ripper and Pepper.
We've got a forearm call right there on
The
Ripper.
pivot Ripper for Team UP is headed to the box for a forearm penalty. While Goldberg is out of her initial pass.
And Blitz Bit's going to call that jam off. Was not getting anywhere on that last pass. And they're going to pocket the 10 points. Puts them up 127 to 47. Seems like that would be easy math, doesn't it? I think that's a good 80 points.
That'll work for me all day long.
The game over there started after us, and they're farther along than us. It's sad, but that's
Yeah, quick update over there. We've got Lansing at 46, Chemical City at 54. Meanwhile, back on this track, it is 127.
Robin of Knoxley sneaking by on that outside line. But 7-3-1 Kim Kong coming up quick.
Team UP putting down some massive speed right there. Big shot right there.
Stevie with a big hit, but Kim Kong manages to stay in.
Down
Looking to help Robin of Knoxley get out of that pack. And a call off before Kim Kong can get a second scoring pass in.
Yep.
Both teams going for 4 for 4 that jam.
Yeah, that was a good call. Had nothing but blockers in front of her.
Sorry.
Pepper decided, you know, I didn't have long enough. These Thunder breaks on
And it's 131 to 51
30 seconds.
in favor of Team UP.
One in the box, trying to get the right lineup in there.
Tell you, Luna for Team UP, she gets a workout.
Traumagachi.
Often anchoring the center of that front wall. Does such a terrific job. And there we go.
Tamagotchi following her
Gonna be
blockers.
Jones.
Number 14, Team UP.
Pushing out
First
that
jam of the
pack.
game.
That rolling there. There we go.
I know that's a dumb thing to say.
Getting
Man,
ready
she's
for
gonna get some
jammer to
help.
be back in. Jones is the second time we've seen her jam this game.
That one back.
She definitely has some speed on her. Trauma is out of her initial.
This time, but we've got some assistance.
And Payne Gretzky managing to lock Jones out.
Oh, Traumagachi with a nice inside move. Nice way to hug the inside line going into turn 3. It's one of the few passes that she's had to make without taking a number of hits. And Jones will call off the jam.
And that was also a 4-4 jam with Traumagachi sneaking by and getting that quick 4 points.
All right, both teams gathering around the jam line.
Shade over
And it looks like we have
25
Goldberg
minutes
back
to
there
go.
for
Right
MCDL.
on this jam.
Can't quite see that Team UP Jammer's number yet. Jammer on Jammer action. A Team UP Jammer really blocking Goldberg. Goldberg getting an opportunity to run through her own blockers, though. No pack is called, and Goldberg picks up lead, getting to run through there.
No, that
Oh, a
picks up
forearm penalty.
All right, so that whistle was for a forearm by Goldberg.
Now, and it's thinking Starbuck making her initial pass.
But it does look like Goldberg did pick up lead and lost it.
Doing the off on the inside.
Sometimes the whistles happen so quick. It looks like we're going to have a jammer swap with
Yeah.
13 Starbuck now headed to the box. Starbuck will only have to sit as long as Goldberg sat. Goldberg waiting to be dismissed. Goldberg back on the track.
And that one is called dead.
And that jam was called dead. So it looks like Motor City Disassembly Line will have the opportunity to start on a quick power jam here.
All right, so this one just in. A little bit of outsider information sent to me. We've got a double penalty being played out right now as Starbuck is being riding out 1 minute. So this is a 1 minute power jam for MCDL.
All right, and we have number
No pack is
929 out there
called.
one more time. That's going to be Robin and Knoxley.
My
And
goodness.
Robin going to pick up a penalty, going to have to go sit down. And that means they should be releasing. Oh, well,
All right, so the way that one
Jammers.
works is Robin and Moxley.
There was
sit
some
down next to
confusion
each
there.
other.
Robin and Oxley back on the track before Starbuck was released from the box.
And Robin and Moxley is out the far side.
Robin and Oxley does not pick up lead. I'm wondering if Starbuck will be eligible for lead. There's some confusion in this jam.
and Starbuck up against the up against that 3 wall. And
On turn number 2.
that's going to be number 19 going to take a seat.
For 2 penalties there.
Stevie Y.I. Auto.
Starbuck does pick up lead and is looking for the cue from her bench coach to call it, but he doesn't give it.
Nope, they're going to keep. She's going to keep running.
Robin and Oxley driving out that Team UP wall.
That was nicely
And
done.
another quick 4.
Flurry of penalties being called out there.
Yeah, so much for me saying no was in trouble.
And that one will be called dead.
And going to call a jam off. Starbuck does, and it's going to be 139.63. That was an 8-4 run for the MCDL. Now we're looking at about 22 minutes remaining in the second half
Score is 139
of
over
this Division II matchup.
I don't know about you, but even I was confused about all that jammer swap stuff that just happened.
Yeah, a couple of things that happened in the last few minutes that I think had everybody a little bit perplexed. And there we go. It's going to be Blitz Bits out there one more time, uninhibited through on her initial pass.
Trauma taking quite a hit there from the pivot 2-3-1.
That's right.
Looking like that is Aurora.
Trauma got you. You got to give her a lot of credit. Keeps grinding and grinding, grinding. It has not been an easy game for her. Been stood up a lot of times, dropped a lot of times, but
She is small but mighty, that's for sure.
absolutely,
Does not give up.
definitely tenacious.
Picking up 2 points before all is said and done. Plus 6 for Team UP on that one. 21-20 left to play.
Got a barn burner on track number 2. Chemical City up by 7.
All right. We're getting set up. Everybody's gathered around the jammer line.
Quickly, things change around here.
And we're going to see Goldberg out there for the MCDL, and it looks like it will be.
Both teams are starting with their pivots in the box.
That's going to be Kim Kong.
Goldberg running out and getting lead.
Yeah, in the meantime, King Kong's going to be bottled up in the first turn. Nice job by number 375 out there. That's going to be Biscuits and Crazy standing her up, but she will finally be released.
Preventing that run back working to prevent the run back on Goldberg, but they did not get Ripper.
Oh, Stevie Waiata holding the line up there for MCDL, is able to trap her just ever so long.
Goldberg getting past Ripper, and looking to get past, to follow that offense from Stevie Waiata. Calls it before Kim Kong can have a second scoring pass, though. It's a 4-2 jam in favor of Team UP.
So how many of these events have you been to? How many mitten kittens have you done?
I have only been to one mitten kitten, believe it or not.
Same with myself. I think 2018 was probably the last
Was
time.
that the last one before the pandemic?
I'm not sure.
Probably. Or 2019.
We were in Mackinac.
Oh, yeah. I was not there. So
Okay.
mine would have been 2019.
It's a great time. Happy to be back here again today. Of course, we've got State Wars coming up next September.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
That's also going to be at Lansing Center. Robin Knoxley getting a lead. And we see good line coverage there from our Motor City disassembly line walls.
Robin of Knoxley is through, picking up the lead.
And Jones looking for some direction. Jones out there right now for Team UP. Jones going to have some room on the outside, but it's going to be closed up by her own blocker.
Jones is a quick jammer, that's
Yeah.
for sure. She closes that distance between her and Robin
Yeah.
Knoxley in no time.
She's got both speed and quickness, those fast feet. She gets going in a hurry.
Robin Knoxley makes the decision to call it before Jones can hit that wall.
I've been informed that we are not to call them pointless jams.
Nothing in this world is structural.
No, incorrect. I'm way off. MCDL was picked up 4 on that one. That's right, Robin.
All right, we're lined up one more time.
So again, never listen to us.
No.
But you made a great comment when you said
That's going to be Tramagachi out there for the MCDL, Motor City disassembly line. And Tramagachi right in the middle of that 4 wall.
Working that wall. Both jammers are.
And she's going to get running inside by Whipperella.
Trauma has had great awareness right there to know that she did not have to cede to the other blocker she had already passed. And picks up lead.
Yeah, it was Payne Gretzky through, opened up the outside line for her a little bit. Yamagachi now up into the killer duo of Ripper and Pepper.
We are going to see another jammer swap here. Tramagachi sitting for a back block penalty.
And we've got Starbuck out there right now.
Starbuck is back on the track.
And gonna find herself an easy roll out the outside of turn 1.
With over a minute left in this jam, it will be a full 2-minute jam. Looks like Team UP is working hard to keep Pack in the back.
Oh, what a terrific move by Starbuck. Couldn't quite get it to stay in bounds. Nice toe stop work in the backstretch.
Tramagachi already out of the box because she only had to sit as long as Starbuck did.
And Tramagachi, as she has been so many times today, up against the 3 wall,
Motor
pushing as
City
hard as she can.
disassembly line looking to get Tramagachi some offense, though. Starbuck going in for a hard hit, but those Motor City disassembly line blockers took it.
4 points for MCDL.
Payne Gretzky going up to try and catch Starbuck, but not before that out of play was called.
Starbuck spinning around, making sure everything is clear. Picks up 4. We'll keep going. Lot of
Good awareness there to prevent the run back and hit the blocker.
Additional points are going to go on the board for MCDL before all is said and done.
out.
So +1 for Team UP and MCDL.
Whipperwilla.
You know,
That's her name.
you got to give Whipperwilla a lot of credit. You look at her and you think, oh, she must be a jammer. She's out there just busting skulls today.
There's one thing this sport is good for. Anyone can do anything.
Yeah, it's pretty good at you know, busting the illusion of body types.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he bought into that on a Saturday. It usually is 15
And we got an official review, or team timeout rather.
handlebar sent you and everything's on the house.
team timeout called by Motor City Disassembly Line. 16 minutes left in this second half. And the score we're looking at is 76 Motor City Disassembly Line and 157 Team UP.
Do you have any games in particular that you're looking forward to later in the day?
Ooh, later today, I believe, is the Grand Raggedy versus
The Madison. Yep,
Dairy
that's
Dolls.
the one that's highlighted on my schedule as well.
Very excited to see a ranked game here at this event. I'm also excited for our state games too. We're getting a little prequel to our state event
Yep.
next year that we'll be hosting at this very venue.
And yesterday, the two state games that we had, Wisconsin and Indiana, coming out far on top of their opponents of
Maryland and Ohio.
Yep. Thank you.
Goldberg.
Way to
jam.
keep the feet moving. Some nice toe stop work.
Multiplayer penalty being called on Whip Her Willa.
Yeah, and
And-
at that point, she's, yep.
That wall out really far.
And Goldberg pushing that wall. Goldberg having a lot of success there.
Goldberg comes in hard.
Getting a quick point by the looks of it before making the call off. Two.
She'll get two out of that. Team UP up 157 to MCDL's 78. We got about 15 minutes to go. So are you skating at all this week?
I am not.
Well, how did that happen?
Uh,
You know what? I'm not either.
we could change that.
No, that would be very bad. I'm old and uncoordinated.
Nah, it's good for you. Robin and Knoxley managing to sneak by that outside line. This pack is moving fast with Kim Kong looking for her way out and managing to find it. Two MCDL blockers taking a little bit of a spill to the outside. Robin coming up, running through, and a quick call, but it looks like Team UP might have picked up some points there. We'll see. Looks like they're discussing.
157-83, coming up jam number 12.
3. So Team UP did pick up 3 points. 4-3 jam.
That's right. Kim Kong was able to pick up 3, limiting the
We're going to see Jones on the jam line for Team UP.
Tramagachi.
Tramagachi. I was wondering where the
When you can't see who the
Motor
person
City
is,
Disassembly
that's
Line jam
Tramagachi.
was.
All girls, all boys.
skate backwards.
And Tramagachi going to be run out to the outside by Ripper. In the meantime, we have Jones. Nice. Nice
Sneaking by
footwork.
that inside line, but picking up a cut penalty. This will be a power jam for Tramagachi.
Yeah, you know that one was close, but the officials were right there.
Looks like Team UP is keeping the penalty box busy over there.
Sponsored by
They prevented that first run back, let's see, and they're preventing it again. Very good awareness from those Motor City Disassembly Line blockers.
Oh, Tramagachi, she had a little offensive help to the inside, but it breaks down. She ends up in the middle of a 3-wall.
And no pack has been called, so now Trauma just has to get past this last blocker.
Yep.
And I believe lead status might still be available.
And there's a whistle.
Trauma got
Tramagachi.
picking up a penalty, but I'm not quite sure what it was.
Man, Jones just throws herself into the middle of those blockers, and she's gonna look for a little bit to the inside. She's gonna get crushed in the center.
A little bit of a pile up there, but
But with her speed and footwork, she's been probably the most elusive jammer that we've seen in this particular game.
and we haven't seen her out that much.
Nope, we have not.
we got set up coming up in the back of the pack.
I don't believe she jammed. I'm not sure she played yesterday.
10:31 there.
10:31, Mayhem Meg's really working to hold Jones as long as she could. Having some good success. Stevie getting up with the wall, but
Meg's doing
Jones
nice.
sneaking by.
Megs is doing a nice job trying to shift that wall. They didn't go over to the outside quite quick enough, and Jones will scoot through.
Jones definitely has really solid edge work. They're able to move that
Oh,
wall
absolutely, yeah.
and sneak by.
You know, as I've said before, there's a big difference between quick feet and speed,
Hmm.
and she is quick,
Yep, she's definitely got that
and
agility.
she's fast as well.
Huge offensive hit there from 231
And
for
Starbuck
Team
is
UP.
able to get out there. She launches out the far side.
I tell you, Ripper and Pepper have
And
been
a
Goldberg's
multi-time block being called
new
against
friend,
Team
Oh,
or
UP.
yeah.
not so much a friend.
Seen those quite a
I
bit
don't know if
in
they'll be
this
exchanging Christmas cards this year or not, but I'll tell you, the two of them, they probably exchanged numbers from the grease pens a couple of times.
Biscuits tries to go for the sniper
Biscuits
shot
and
right there to bring
Crazy
it down, but
is
no.
trying to hold
Call that one before Goldberg
Starbuck
has
back,
things on the score
but
for MCDL.
couldn't quite do it on her own.
172 for Team UP. MCDL at 83. And the score on the time left on the clock
And
is a total
with
of
11 minutes left in the second half, Team UP up 172 to Motor City's disassembly line 83.
And that is
Looking
10
across today,
minutes
it's
left
6
in the
minutes
second
left
half.
to play with Chemical City at 83, Lansing B at 61. Quick little update from track number 2 over there.
We have seen a lot of success from Robin of Knoxley here
On
today.
the outside of the main straight.
Yeah, we sure have. She's done very well against Pack. She's gotten herself into penalty trouble a couple of times.
Robin comes up with 2 to go. Tries to find her on the
She's
inside.
gonna come up in the 2-all up front. She's gonna fight Luna, and she'll pass. Yeah, it does. She got the hits just past. She's gonna call it off. That's gonna be 4 points.
4-3 that jam. Team UP picking up 3 points there.
+1 for MCDL on that one. And we've only been through 1 minute of gameplay on that last maneuver as we've got 10 minutes left. 66.666 repeating of the game is done.
That's a drinking number.
Looks like we have an official timeout here
Kim Tong out there.
and some
In blue
groovy
for
moves
UP, paired up against
on the jam
Torrey
line.
Gatti,
There you go.
4-1-4.
It's the best way to spend an official timeout, if you ask me.
Everybody's dancing, but it's early in the day.
Gotta stay awake somehow.
That's right. Come 8 o'clock tonight, we'll see how many people we have dancing.
Track crew out there, making sure everything's taped up, looking good. Huge shout out to them. Huge shout out to all of our volunteers, our EMTs, our officials, our photographers, and of course to Lansing Roller Derby for hosting.
Yeah, and I tell you, this has been the perfect venue, perfect setup.
Oh my
The
gosh,
downtown
yeah.
here just lends itself so well to having a
Absolutely.
tournament like this.
2 full tracks and a warm-up track, and not to mention we have so many vendors out here today. So make sure if you do make it out this weekend, go check out our vendors.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that this venue is really just kind of halved for us right now. So they're gonna double the size.
It's looking like Blitz Bits went into the box for that official review. They pulled their jammer off the track for Team UP. Traumagachi is going to get to start on a power jam here.
Ramagati out there on the line.
And
We're gonna
Pack
lose
lined up at the pivot line. Tramagachi going to come through, looking for some room on the outside. Aurora's going to Whipper-Willa, going to have nothing of that.
Managed to pick up a no pass, no penalty.
Yep, she will not get lead jam, but she is through and able to score.
No pass, no penalty means that Traumagachi
You see
will
Bleep
not
headed
pick up
to
the
the
lead.
box.
Jammer on that one. We are going to be losing Bleep to the penalty box.
Trauma working that wall, really moving them lane to lane.
Traumagachi pushing hard. Still 2 and 1 to go.
Oh, she's going to get dumped inside just at the last moment before she clears.
Traumagachi again escorted outside by Pepper. And hot from the penalty
And
box.
that is Blitz Bits hot out of the penalty box, managing to pick up lead jammer status as Trauma was on a no pass, no penalty. However, Trauma did get all 4 of her points.
And right, as does Blitz Bits.
Traumagachi ready to come in to make
And
more points.
Blitzbits makes the decision to call it before Trauma can pick up any more points.
4-4 in that last jam. MCDL
And that's a
91.
4-4 run.
UP
With we got just a little over 8 minutes remaining. Team UP is up 179. MCDL, the Motor City Disassembly Line, 91.
Looks like they're about to break that century mark.
Timeout.
Speaking of Detroit, that's right. Motor City
And
Disassembly Line
MCDL is going to take a team timeout at the moment. And I was saying before, when we have Skate Wars next September, they will open up the wall in the center here, and they will double the size of this venue for us.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even know that opened.
I know, right?
That's going to be massive.
Yep.
Well, I definitely am
Talking
excited
three or
for
four
Skate Wars.
tracks and a couple of warm-up tracks is what I've been told.
Do you know what teams we're going to see at Skate Wars yet?
No, a lot.
A lot. Fair.
Yeah. Yep.
Now,
No,
if I'm-
but we do know that there's going to be teams from Canadian provinces. There's going to be state teams. The borderless teams will be here. Talking to AK40 ounce, who organizes this thing and is organizing Skate Wars. It sounds like
man must
sounds
never
like the
sleep.
yeah, no kidding, right? It sounds like the response has been pretty incredible.
All right. And we are starting, looks like, with one in the box for Motor City Disassembly Line. And the jam is on. These jammers are being very calculated
is
in their
it?
decisions.
All right, we are back underway.
There we go.
Goldberg managing to run through, grab lead, but Kim Kong right out behind her.
Yep, Kim Kong opened up the hole, or I'm sorry, Goldberg opened up the hole. Kim Kong right there in the slipstream.
Kim Kong is sneaking by.
King looking good.
Hard hit from Stevie Y Iota, managing to run Kim Kong back.
And Goldberg going to get through and pull 4 points.
And Kim Kong is also through for her 4 points.
Daddy, can't you get that any higher? Didn't see it.
And
Another 4 for Goldberg.
kind of snuck up on the defense that time. They had left a little inside crease open in turn 4. She'll take advantage.
Next go. Little slow.
They're taking a hard hit there, but getting up and getting ready for Kim Kong to come back through. Managing to slow Kim Kong's progress through the pack. Stevie Iota popping up front. And Goldberg making the choice to call the jam.
Official count is from the inside. 3 additional points. Thank you, Kicks Rocks, for 3 more on that one. So Team UP held to a +1. And MCDL has
It's an 11-12 jam. Team UP managing to sneak just 1 more point than Motor City Disassembly Line.
All right, the pack lined up on the jammer line. We're going to look to compress a couple of people here. And there you go. Nicely done. That's going to be
Blitzbits
Starbuck.
and Starbuck, yep, sorry. And Robin and Knoxley both out.
Another
Right next to
situation
each other.
where Blitz Bits opens up the hole. Robin and Knoxley follows her through it. Robin and Knoxley right now going to cut through the center. Probably get another 1 or 2 more points.
Starbuck getting 1 point there, and it looks like the officials are seeing how many Robin got. 2 for Robin Knoxley.
Well, you know, there is kind of that problem where we have one of the refs out there's only got 3 fingers.
Gotta,
MCDL +1 on that one.
You know, 3 fingers, no thumb. Makes the math so much harder.
Whistle is blown.
jam is on.
That is Jones on the outs there. In blue.
We are seeing Rage jamming for the first time for Motor City Disassembly Line, and she is really driving out that Team UP
MCDL.
wall while Jones comes back through.
Legal procedure was called on her, so it is a power jam opportunity for
Looks like Rage picked up a penalty on her way through the pack.
Power jam for Jones.
But Stevie is managing to just read Jones really well and get her out on those lines here.
Yeah, this is by far the most difficult run that Jones has had in a jam. Very fluid style. Many times it's kind of scooted through. Great footwork as well.
Mayhem Meg's now headed to the penalty box, but Rage is headed back out onto the track.
And Jones going to get knocked to the ground one more time. Going to try to get past Payne Gretzky and Bleep.
Payne manages to run Jones back, and Rage just runs through.
Rage through on initial, but will not pick up any points on that.
Jam gets called before Rage can pick up points in that jam, making it a 0-7 jam in favor of Team UP.
Yeah.
I don't agree a lot with that 400. I've never seen a 400, so.
When the whistle blows, we'll have right at 4-0.
Looks like there's an official review from our
4-11.
Team UP? Question mark?
Actually, it looks like they might be trying to sort something out in the penalty box.
Discussion in the penalty box.
An official timeout, not an official review. Looks like a skater might have met their 7 penalty maximum. They had to do a little bit of a skater swap.
So, insights. What are your insights for this particular matchup?
I actually haven't seen Team UP play before, so this is my first time getting the chance to watch them. And they do have very strong jammers. I think if we could just kind of slow the rolling, we'd see a lot more success on both teams. We've had some very fast packs out there today. And I also think there's been some really strong offense on both sides that have been catching up the walls. They could use the offense or ignore it a little bit better. But both teams have been putting in very strong effort. Trauma running on that outside line, grabbing lead.
And it's going to be Blitz Bits.
Following behind, also on that outside line.
Blitz is just putting some speed down right now.
Blitz is really putting on that speed.
Trauma
Trauma grabbing her points though.
Pushing as hard as she can.
And she'll call off the jam. She
Motor City disassembly line, 375 Biscuits and Crazy working to protect their point there.
We've got an official review being called by Motor City Disassembly Line.
Making that.
All right, we've got an official review this time around by the Motor City Disassembly Line. That comes on the heels of what is a Team UP 203 to 107 lead, and we got 3:34 to go.
DJ Jazza. He's a jazz musician, by the way. I learned that.
Out there representing Motor City Disassembly Line, we've got Goldberg and
Oh, okay.
Skid
Thank you.
Bros.
This one's been right on. Give us
All right, a quick visit from the one and only AK 40-ounce. And it is kind of fun. We've got some support here from the David Cucci Family Market, and they provide a number of different jams and jellies, and so we get to award a jar of jam to generally to the jammer who's had the most impressive jam or impressive
Our
day out.
MVPs of this game.
former Detroit roller derby skater Malice Cooper.
No, it's a really, although, it's a bit disappointing to me that they weren't able to lock up like a whole grain bread sponsor,
To go with the jam.
Exactly. I mean, you can put your fingers in it and just eat it.
There
but,
you go.
That's not since COVID, not going to happen.
On today's MVP or this
You can
track
be a
speed
little
could
lawless
be
at a roller derby game.
Yeah,
We're already playing a full contact sport and breathing on each other.
that's right.
Final score in the other game was 103.
All right, and it looks like the
Oh, no, it is
officials
official.
have
103
reached a
Chemical
decision
City,
on that official review.
69
We
Lansing.
find out.
All right, so this one just in. Official review was on a false start on Blue Jammer.
And it looks like Motor City Disassembly Line will retain their official review. They were reviewing a false start on the Team UP Jammer, and it was found in favor of them. So they will get to start on a power jam here with Robin of Knoxley jamming for Motor City Disassembly Line.
Team UP is down by 1 blocker, but they are standing less than 10 seconds left.
And there is the whistle, waiting for our 5 seconds.
Well, in a little interesting twist here, we see Kim Kong out there with the pivot helmet on. She's anchoring the 3-wall at the front.
Managing, looking to keep packing the back to let Robin run out. Stevie Waiata trying to prevent that run back and being successful. Robin and Knoxley picking up lead.
Not without getting peppered by Pepper, as she and Ripper together have had quite a tremendous day.
Stevie Waiata with some strong offensive moves there. Blitz Bits sneaking by with that helmet cover off. And Robin and Knoxley making a quick call off, getting her 4 points.
That one's dead, putting 4 points on the board for MCDL.
All right, game clock winding down. We are at, we've got an official timeout at the moment. We are at Team UP 203 to Motor City Disassembly Line 111. We've got 2:38 remaining in the second half.
Looks like we're going to see Rage out on the jam line, I believe, for Motor City Disassembly Line. This would be her second jam this game. We've seen some very effective blocking from Rage earlier.
And of course, you can never miss Luna. She's
Sparkle
she wears
shorts.
sparkly shorts for every game, and I've been told by the team that was actually designed by NASA, and it will not burn up re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. So at least she's got that going for her, which is nice.
If I'm not mistaken, those might be Derby Kiss Shorts, who is one of our sponsors and vendors here today. So make sure you go check out their booth if you make it in. Get yourself some fancy shorts and leggings.
Coach for the MCDL out there during the official review, riling up the team, having a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rage is actually blocking. I was looking at the wrong number. It's looking like, I think Biscuits and Crazy for Motor City Disassembly Line. Getting a pep talk there from Stevie Waiata.
Making his way over.
Don't make eye contact.
Another official review.
No disrespect there.
So that official review was a challenge on a jammer leaving the box early. However, that will not be retained. MCDL will lose.
And that official review was Motor City Disassembly Line reviewing the Team UP jammer leaving the box early. However, it was not retained. Starbuck picking up a quick lead there. But 375, Biscuits and Crazy is through the pack.
Starbuck bouncing off the back of the wall. It's particularly number 19, Stevie Waiata.
Starbuck headed to the box for a forearm penalty. Looks like Biscuits and Crazy might have took a hard hit to the lip there. But they are powering through. Can't slow them down. Comes with the territory of the sport, of course.
And everybody rooting, of course, for number 375 out there. That's going to be Biscuits and Crazy, who gets her first shot at jamming today. Everybody fired up about that. Coach fired up about that. I don't know how fired up she is about it. No, she's having
Stevie
fun.
Waiata coming in with some good offense. Really working that wall.
Biscuits still mixing it up. We've got a penalty on Team UP.
Team UP, Glory Sparks headed to the box for a high block penalty. Biscuits and Crazy through the pack again, getting another 4 points.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she says, you know, I did what I needed to do. Can we please have this stuff? Big smile on her face.
There is only 20 seconds left in this jam.
Well, and as you've mentioned before, I would imagine that there are times that feels like hours.
Oh, absolutely. These seconds are some of the slowest seconds of your life out there sometimes.
Starbuck able to pick up 4 right there, so limiting the
Starbuck
score to just 4
through
on the
Biscuits
ball.
and Crazy, grabbing her 4 points before that jam
And
gets
we've got
called
about
off.
35 seconds left on the clock, so we do have time for
Looking
one
like a
more.
12-4 jam in favor of MCDL, making the score 123 to 207. 22 seconds left in this second period. Will we get one more jam?
What a good game. 207 once again.
Yes, we will. There's the 5 seconds.
Who do we got?
Out there in the back, I believe that is Jones. Whistle was blown. I believe we are under gameplay. We've got
A hard hit to Tramagachi there, but she is not slowed down. Up and running.
And she's going to find room on the outside, and Pepper
Grabs the lead in the last
Yep.
jam.
Pepper realized she didn't have the angle.
Jones working those fast feet. Trama sneaking her hits by at least one blocker there. The bench asking Trauma to call it. Jones, it looks like, grabbed 3 as well as Trauma. The 3-3 jam there for the final jam of the game.
So that'll be it for the final jam of the game. An unofficial score, which is probably about to become official in just a moment, is going to be Team UP 210 to the Motor City Disassembly Lines 126. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We are at the Mitten Kittens Mashup, the 10th one. I'm sitting here with Shiv. And with that, I'll say thank you, Shiv.
Thank you.
And everybody have a great afternoon. Stay tuned, and we'll talk to you later.
We'll be back later.